Yeah, it's busy. We were a little bit late because... Okay, hold on. It's not there yet. We're not there yet, my dear. Wind. Slow down our setup. It's here.
I'm always looking for books or zines or anything that is put together creatively, so I kind of can learn more about the artists and the choices that they made. So I'm always looking for stuff that's just put together really in a different way.
Hey, so this is basically like everything I've made in the past like 3 years, but it's like a bunch of screen prints. Those are hanging up. And then waterpress prints on cloth.
Extremely new.
Wait, it's upside down, sorry. And then I have waterpress prints that are made into little books over here. And then I have some mono prints that were done on letterpress. These are mostly horses and other and like celestial objects. Yeah, these are made from bed sheets, and they're kind of little emotional moments. I'd say the first book I ever made, and then a whole bunch of prints over here. And I got in off the wait list at 5 this morning, so I got all this together and just showed right up. And I could not be happier. This is my first ice cream. Oh, this is a hat I made. But someone saw it and told me that it should be different, so then I crossed it out and repainted it. But the other day, I went to visit my friend in England who I hadn't seen in 3 years. And we were at the airport, and he was saying goodbye to me, and he was hugging me goodbye. And then he started walking away, and literally I was like not ready to stop hugging yet. And I was like, "You're trying to get away from me!" And then he was like, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get away from you. My dad is parked in a very expensive lot." And then I remembered that it was like, pay by the like a minute was like multiple dollars in this parking lot. So sometimes people are not trying to get away from you because they don't want to see you.
They're just trying to save money.
It's just because we're in a capitalist system that has certain pressures, but I know that love is forever.
So this is a new limited edition. It's soil samples. It's a 21 medium format. So it has tipped in actual soil samples from Central Illinois. So some of the work. So got a one-off book here made just for this.
Oh, cool.
Drugstore prints on the inside.
How long have you been taking photos?
I've been taking photos for about 5 years now, and making book work for about 2.
What made you want to start making books?
I got inspired by some other folks. Big one from these new computers. Tim Carpenter's also fantastic. There's some really good stuff happening.
Cool. Do you have much of a photo and like bookmaking community like in Iowa?
So I'm in Central Illinois.
Oh, cool.
But I'm about an hour and a half from everywhere, so it's nice to be able to drop in communities like this and share some work.
And how did you find out about ice cream?
I came last year. I was at that, and I learned it from John Porcellino, great cartoonist.
Oh, I'll have to go talk to him. Is he here now? Okay.
Hi, I'm Jessica Freeman. I'm Tiger Loves Bandit, and today I have some patches with me. I screen printed these on like canvas, and I used different song lyrics for the inspiration for each one. And I really like them because they're just a little bit more tactile, and then you can put them on battle jackets, which is like super fun. So, yeah.
Cool. And then where are you located?
Omaha.
Okay. Is there much of a zine community there?
Yes, there is.
Cool.
Yes.
You have like a big zine fest?
I actually host the zine fest.
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah.
When is it?
It kind of changes throughout the year. Typically we hold them in like the winter time, but we're trying to do a little bit more this year, so we'll see what happens. But it's Alternative Publishing Omaha is the group that organizes it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This one is our newest book. It's actually not out. It's not shipping yet. It's by Daniel. I pronounce her last name Kowalski, but. It's about an underage girl, a young girl who falls in love with an older man, and kind of the repercussions that happen because of that.
Okay. Any other new stuff?
My latest book is Let My Epitaph Read. I preferred his underground stuff. It's a book of poetry, more humorous than my other book of poetry.
What did you say?
It's a little bit more humorous than my other book of poetry. More inspired by some of my favorite authors, Sam Pink and Ryan Allen Ellis, and a few authors like that.
So, how did this collaboration, like, how did these happen?
This happened, I was working with another letterpress printer, Laura Moser, who's also an Iowa City Press Co-op member, and we worked together to set all the type for this and design the postcard. And then we also kind of shared editorial duties, like we each chose one poem and then worked together to print them and cut them apart. And then now we're getting them out in the world, tabling with them and trying to find readers for them and stuff. So it's a very collaborative project and very social in a PS1 kind of way.
Will there be any readings of them?
We had one last night at Artifactory, and Wendy, one of the featured poets, expressed interest in doing another one. So I think we'll schedule something, maybe outdoors as it gets to be warmer. I like to do these events outdoors, and like to put music and poetry and printing all together and see what happens.
Thank you. Did you make this shirt also?
No, it's Jordan over at the Little Village.
Okay. Sell her good? She printed them?
I believe so. My favorite print
And why do you love it?
because I'm a bird watcher.
Cool, thank you.
Where I kind of like, I make lists of words, and then I have lists of ideas for stories that I may or may not do. Probably won't. But then, now I have it somewhere. And
Do you keep a diary outside of your art making?
no, I don't.
Yeah. It goes just into the work.
So like sometimes when I make something, like the back cover of this one, this is like a play on the old Crazy Cat comic strips. I say, oh, I kind of like that, so then I make an Antonio print out of it.
Next pages are now we use the tattoo transfer. It's actually
This is like the box for a bottle of brandy. So I'm like, okay, I can stick some paper in there. And so this is a little story. It's kind of a metaphor for meditating.
If you know carbon sheets,
So I call
it's
it
a lot like that, and you just transfer it.
meditation time.
Transfer it to the gelatin, and then you pull your prints out.
Okay, so it's a book.
Yes, this is a book that fits in a box, so instead of it being bound,
And that one's actually too. That was cool on paper.
and it's the premise is a guy goes to a party, and he travels from the beginning of when he first goes in the door, trying to find the king, so to speak, as a metaphor for sitting down to meditate.
Event-based, and we kind of experimental music into it too.
Cool.
That's a recording we made a few years ago.
Okay, this is a comic, and it is based off of actually our friend Nate here. He does a comic series. It's called Grixley, and so this is a submission to his series. So he put it out in like I don't know. He does it like quarterly or something. But he put out these, and these were drawn by me. But it's kind of based on his stories.
Is it fan fiction?
Yeah, it's like a fan fiction for Nate, basically. So we got a lot. It's like a horror comic though too. So it's kind of cryptic, but it's about Nate. It's about this comic. It's kind of meta.
Could you read a couple panels?
Read a couple panels.
Or do you have a favorite drawing?
Let me get to this part here. This part's kind of fun. So Nate says, Who are you?" And the freak here says, "I'm the shriveled up piece of shit you fantasize at night about."
That's great.
Those are a couple panels I like.
Cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Real quick. Yeah, so what do you like about this book? And can you kind of flip through it for me?
Yeah, I just saw it and I was really intrigued by the colors and all the like curvy shapes because when I make work, that's kind of what I also focus on. And I don't know, it just seemed like it had so much character, and I really love work that has like little details that you can find something new every time you read through it. And also just like the storytelling aspect seemed so cute. So
This is from Margaret. It's I statements. I haven't read them yet, but I just read this first one. I wouldn't care if my nudes leaked, but I have a bad habit of forgetting my journal around town. And I was like, this sounds fun. I kind of want to just pull them out at random, you know, and like a tarot card. And then Margaret gave this. Was like, this is free, take this too. And a kiddo over there was selling zines. And my students love riddles. And so I was like, you know, I'll grab some riddles compiled by an elementary school student for my middle school students.
Yes!
So on the cover here, you see the Mizard, who's one of the main recurring characters in my comics. And before the Mizard was in comics, he was in performance art and videos I did, and I like wove a yarn mask and would like perform rituals as the Mizard.
Okay.
And now he's mostly in comics.
And when's the last time you dressed up?
It was probably like 2009 or something like that. It's been a bit for sure.
Cool. Can you show me like one of the panels that you're most into from this book?
Yeah, for sure. So this is a collection of short comics. Most of them are just like one page. This is a longer story, but I really like this one. Is pretty gnarly, I feel like.
Wow. What's going on here?
The floating crystal witch has just killed this giant spider queen she was fighting.
And how long does a book like this take you to make?
Well, I work pretty slow. I mean, this is probably like 10 years of work collected together. You know, this one took me like maybe like 2 years to do, and this one took me like 2 years to do. So it's just it's a range.
Okay, what do you got here, Dolly?
Well, let me tell you. So this is Pokey's Records and Sicko stuff. People bought most of my tapes, so I don't have a lot in that department right now. We've got Sicko 1 and 2, as well as Anarchist Zine from the UK that's a bunch of animal liberation stuff. Got Pokey's shirts, and got some of my pins.
You have a favorite print up?
Well, this is definitely the most popular. People seem to like the Kim Reaper.
Oh, yes. Very nice. Cool, thank you. You're good.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hello, Katie.
I write a lot about the service and hospitality industry. I've been a bartender for a decade or longer, and I remember. My newest zine that just came out is Behind Sharp Number 3, Chicago style. I lived in Iowa City for 9 years, recently moved back to Illinois, I live in Chicago. So this one's really special to me because it includes quite a bit of information about not only like stuff that I've done at the bar I work at currently, but also Chicago and Illinois labor laws and like labor history. I feel like I'm gonna get like this ball. Okay, we're zooming. Excellent.
Is there, I don't know, like a favorite passage, a couple lines or a paragraph that you really like?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think nostalgically, I start off with this little, I don't even know if it's a short story or like, it alludes to an old diary entry from when I was a little kiddo, and it's called Sweet Home Chicago, so I'm like thinking about writing and like writing in response to my younger self, which is something that you don't really think you are going to do as an adult, but it was like always my dream to move to the city, and so like as I was reflecting on that moment of younger me, I was like, look how cool we did this. So little zine scan, like all these little things from my childhood.
These are my two most recent things. This is my comics, King Cat comics. They're just like day-to-day, everyday life kind of things. And then the most recent thing I've done is this is a book by my friend Chris Fink, and he has a little radio spot on public radio in DeKalb, Illinois, where he just reads like a little 90-second essay usually about nature or family or things like that. And so we collected 20 of his little essays, and I did some little illustrations for it.
Do you have a favorite one, or like a favorite passage, piece of writing?
There's one about watching the trains with his daughter. I like that one. I like this one. This is about walking around with an acorn cap in his pocket that he just kind of rubs when he's nervous.
So there's some nice like intimate moments.
Yes, very
like,
simple,
delicate.
very simple everyday life kind of things. So I don't know. This issue 75. This is the life and history of my cat Maisie. So it's from the time I meet her till the time she gets old and passes away. So it's like, yeah, John printed one over here. I don't remember which one it is. I don't know this came out after last festival. How about you Venmo me $3?
A little cameo.
Cool. So I was over talking to Shane, and the other person sharing the booth had these to take for free, and so to kind of like get into it and see what it's about, they made it with their kid, and that resonated with me because when I was a kid I used to like draw comic book stories. Cool. So I thought it was a cute little thing to pick up and take with me and check out, and then if I really like it I'll check out more.
Okay, so what do you got there?
I have a worm sticker, and this worm is has an attitude, obviously, and is calling somebody. It's just saying bitch. I don't know what's going on, but I couldn't. I had to.
I can't resist these.
There's another one. Yeah.
What's that one?
Would you like me if I was a person?
Oh, there's a whole worm thing going on over here.
The most irresistible thing I've seen here today.
Yeah. I'm Adam Angstead. I make this comic book wristband, The Ultimate Hero. It's I got like 7 issues of it. It's kind of has a silly appearance on the outside, but I try and inject a lot of philosophical themes, or like, you know, I try and make it so that if you're reading it, you're surprised, like, this is more serious than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
It takes place in Iowa City, and it's about this dishwasher of Masala who gets this wristband that makes him omnipotent so he can do whatever he wants.
Okay. Do you have a favorite panel in this issue?
Yeah, there's like, if you've ever seen Gabe's, I drew this panel where it's like a bunch of people hanging out behind Gabe's. Yeah, I drew a big crowd of people. It took me a long time. Pretty fun though.
Yeah. And what's going on here?
Just some people seeing a band at Gabe's, hanging out behind the, you know, in the beer garden. It's like a dance party. There's like a DJ. It might be Doug Roberson, I'm not sure. Most of these people are not real people, but.
The opposite side of the planet from everything. So,
Mutual aid monthly. Is it a camera or is it a video?
Video.
Oh, it's video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
mutual aid.
I want to go to the Island of Little Penguins.
We got a
Yes.
bartending zine. They have whiskey specialty
They must have
recipes.
some.
A lot of things I can't pronounce. Boulevardier.
Main Street, St. Puffin Island, or whatever.
This is really
All right, well, we're
great.
going to sneak in and get our
It's
zine
a
on.
3-6 Mafia style album cover for this guy's cat named Nancy. I got 2 of them. Yeah.
Janet.
And I got a card because my friend is moving to Phoenix. And it's from Alice in Wonderland, and it says, "Must a name mean something?" Alice asked doubtfully. "Of course it must," Humpty said with a short laugh. "Ha! My name means the shape I am. A good, handsome shape it is too. But a name like yours might be any shape, almost." And I thought that was cute. And then apparently they made the pigment
out of eggshells.
What do you usually digitize things?
I actually just was projecting them onto a piece of paper, like right here.
And then taking a video of it?
On the back of the paper was still the image. It's just like it was on both sides, and I put a camera right behind the paper. Okay. And so I just filmed the image
again.
But yeah, I definitely have not gotten to really peruse as much as I would like to.
Sorry, man.
Oh no, you're so good. You're not in the way.
Oh my gosh, you gotta let me try this out.
Lots of pets. Yeah, majority of people, at least in this area. I'm not allergic, thankfully. Only roommates have, so I like it.
So cute. What is your favorite one here? Your favorite creature?
Oh, it's hard. I really love how this flame point turned out.
Okay. Flame point?
Yeah.
Is it a mermaid?
It's a catfish.
Hi, I'm Atticus of Cold Theory. This is okay. So I just finished this like literally last night. Cheap Testosterone is my like transgender sci-fi furry HRT comic. I actually did it like really quick turnaround. I think I started it like at the end of February. But it was really like a bunch of ideas I had kind of like around that I finally managed to. I was like trying a different process of basically like this is all like pen sketch and like Sharpie lines. But basically I was like thinking about how much I wish there was like how much I wanted to see like trans art specifically featuring like people taking HRT and like kind of in a more like weird lighthearted way. And I had that thing where I was like, well, I could do that. And like also, you know, like trans characters who are a little more like gender non-conforming, that stuff. I didn't get to draw very much of it, but this character does like HRT weight gain was like a thing that I was like, I don't see people draw that very often, and I like that, so yeah, that's my newest thing that I'm really excited about.
It's a very serious story.
So someone read this, how do writers know what to write? And they related it so much because how do writers know how to write such amazing work? Yeah. And I've always wondered that, and I did Google it thinking I'd get the answers, but I don't. So if you know the answer, please let me know. It's something I think about.
I like this unsubscribe me from this mailing list.
How much? Yeah. 35. I'm discounting now. You want to go? Hey, that's the first one that's in today. This is my best friend, Alana. So this is from her kind of like pretty.
My name's Alex. I do a series called Town and County, which is a series of short stories all set in rural Illinois. There's 5 issues. We have a graphic novel, Lawns, that's kind of the prologue to the series, and then I used to do after-school teaching and did 2 books about that. My wife and I run Hard Scrabble Cafe, based out of Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, I like your zip up too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, the inside is mostly just like text.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I was taking a video.
Okay.
So, hi, my name is Ejoy Mayer, and today I have for you Gup's Dump. It is a story about a dog who cannot go to the bathroom, and it has a happy ending, which is that the dog eventually goes.
Oh, good.
And this is a true story. It started off as a $50 commission and somehow turned into a 32-page picture book. So, selling that today for $4.
So this is New and Old. It's a collection of new and old stuff by me.
I like these two pages a lot.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
A bunch of crazy stuff. Yeah, just the past and the future, I guess. I'm selling this for $15.
Also part of Cirque du You. But
Adam's part of Cirque du You?
At one point, I was playing with them.
Well, I don't think he's anymore.
No, probably not anymore.
So I went through the alley. Yeah, I know. I might just like getting my car.
It's the same people over there.
This is a print of my poem. I didn't actually print these. My friend did, Sid Everly, and they're Riso print. So this is like 2 runs. Riso is like a glorified copy machine. It's like mechanized screen printing, essentially. And these are free. It's the first poem in my book, Green Collab. Eastover Press 2024.
Carol was born in 2014 as just an art project in school, and I've had her ever since. Just keep adding things to her. She has different things from my friends and family in there, like this is hair from a friend and stuff like that. So I do a lot of photos with her too. So this is a collection of my photography. I've done a lot of urban exploration, so old houses and things. And then I would take my sculptures with me into the houses and kind of write stories and things along with them.
Scan them all and put them up together.
Yeah, and this is all out of northeast Nebraska. Houses out there that I've known for a while. So just kind of interesting to see what's left behind by people. I definitely plan ahead. I've asked permission on quite a few of them because that's not something you want to get caught doing. So yeah, it's definitely a big long day though, for sure. It's just fun to see though.
Hi, I'm John Engelbrecht, and this is my zine.
What's going on here?
I'm making a book a day this year as my little individual art practice, and part of that is going through my studio and finding things and then putting them into a form. And so today I was looking through my pile of stuff and I found this drawing I had made, and I thought I could make a bunch of copies of that and it'd be a good thing to give away. And then I thought, well, what message would I have? And so I have, and this could be the part of it. So it's an edition of 50 by me, and the date is Ice Cream Day 2025, or April 5th, 2025. And this is my book for today.
Yeah.
We got these, which came with this matching cassette with it. The seller also had David Lynch as Mr. Rogers.
Wow, that's incredible.
He also got 2 of these because there was a bargain on those from the same seller. I don't have enough hands for this. I'm really excited about these. They're kind of printed on like newsprint paper. They have like some really. You can join. This was written. Oh yes, you explain.
Artists. Well, this is the introduction to it. But these passages were written with the artist's left hand while watching YouTube videos and like commenting on them. So I'm really excited to just like see some of the thoughts that he has in it. I just grabbed a few zines from Nix and Kate as well. I really like this one. Reminded me a lot of the People's Joker. And I like the colors and aesthetics going on in Brain TV and Vector.
Oh, you grabbed one of the...
Yes, and then of course the copy.
Buttman. Killer blue jumpsuit.
I guess they all kind of relate to each other, so it's hard to
Oh, okay. I think I have an idea. I structured it. I was a screenwriting student, so I think of it in terms of like visual storytelling. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. It's a bit of a memoir.
And the two of us have been working together doing hand-bound, hand-printed books. We print them on our own laser printer at home, and have been finding these and teaching workshops on bookbinding and making things out of upcycled materials for a while now. And my poetry book is translated, and it's poems about centering around the trans experience, and also embodied awareness and and things about activism and the earth and a bunch of topics like that.
I'm Emily June, and I'm an upcyclist, so I am really fascinated with and have a big heart for post-consumer waste. All waste in general, but like seeing how like this like the industrial machine that we've concocted together as a society creates so much waste, even like innocent waste, like these brown paper bags. So this poetry collection that I brought today is from a larger collection called Just Behind the Ribcage. But this one focuses on my connection, or our connection, but speaking from my point of view, with the earth. And so it starts with a poem called I Dreamt That the Willow Tree and I Are Sweet Lovers. So this book is made out of a tree. And I'm like calling in this prayer, like having this dream. I actually had this dream where I like got to meet a tree, and this tree became all of my lovers, and there was this like healing happened and like reconnecting with the earth, where like every pain that happened interrelationally was healed. And so this book is a tribute to all the ways in which we have harmed each other socially. Examining industrial waste society and how that correlates with the ways we have misused and mistreated women and people of color and trans people and all the divisions that we've created between us. So upcycling these stuff is kind of like my own grief practice, and like kind of like cutting apart the materials, like fabricating it and then bringing it all back together again to like create like a healing vibration. Yeah, so it's a living prayer for peace and reparation and restitution and love.